We have traveled all over Kenya to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the help they need to improve their farms,
Get better yields.
and increase profit.
We will see how farmers from across the region can benefit from our expert advice.
And learn from each other in so many ways.
Join us on these journeys and share in the farmers' experiences as they shape up their shambas.
Karibu to the Shamba Shape Up Safari.
Hello and welcome.
To Shamba Shape Up.
Today we are in Meru County on the foothills of Mount Kenya.
And we are visiting Hellen and Moses Kibiti.
They've been growing tea for generations.
But just because you're an expert in one area does not mean you're an expert in everything.
Well, let's see if Shamba Shape Up can help change that.
And maybe get a lovely cup of tea in the process.
Moses is married to Hellen. They are helped on the farm by their son Martin. Let's go and meet them.
Welcome.
Hellen!
Welcome. Fine.
Hello, Moses. Yeah, could you show us around your shamba?
Yes, come.
All right.
Oh, it's this way? Okay, all right. Moses and Hellen are keen tea farmers with over 10 acres. They also keep chicken. They have 2 good-looking dairy cows, a thriving business selling tree tomatoes, an acre of really good-looking potatoes, and Kenya's favorite crop, maize.
Wonderful Shamba.
Yes.
You people are doing a fantastic
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very organized.
Yes.
So Moses, I'm sure you have challenges in your
Yes,
Shamba.
yes. One is how to feed my calf so that it can grow very fast. The other challenge is how to transport my product from my farm. The other challenge is how to feed my cow so it can get it on time.
And Hellen,
Yes.
what's your role as the mother of the house?
I help him in eating, planting, harvesting, and milking. But always I was in the kitchen.
You have to make sure he's well fed.
Yes.
That is very good. That is very good support.
Yes.
We'll work with you together with our experts to make sure that you are shaped up.
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So let's get the tent up and start calling our experts. Caro,
Yes, Tony.
Moses and Helen's Shamba is doing quite well, but they could still do with some help.
And we've got lots of new ideas that we'd like to introduce them to. We are going to find out about the value of buying a pickup truck through a farmers group.
And discover the secret to getting a bumper potato harvest. But before that,
Our first 2 experts are going to help us with the cows.
while Caro is finding out about how to manage dry cows, I'll be finding out more about how to feed the calves and diarrhea control.
We are Team Shamba.
That's right, Caro.
Yes.
Well, see you later, Caro.
Bye. On the way to my first expert of the day, there was some very good news. The soil test results have arrived. Before growing any crops, it's important to find out how healthy your soil is. Then you know what fertilizers you need to use and if the soil needs liming. Getting the right balance of nutrients in the soil can make the difference between getting a poor harvest and a very good harvest. Aha! On this farm, the results show the soil is low in calcium and phosphorus, but high in magnesium. So, we need to lime, add rock phosphate and a balanced NPK fertilizer. Let's find our farmer and give him the news. Moses wants to improve his cows and take them from a mixed breed, also known as a hybrid cow, to a pure breed, also known as a pedigree cow. To do this, it's important the heifers reach calving stage as quickly as possible. Delays waste time and cost money. So, we've invited Patrick, an expert from Coopers, to give Moses some advice. So, we've seen our cows and we've seen our heifer here. So, does she have a name?
Its name is Kanana.
Kanana. That's a beautiful name.
Yeah.
And how old is Kanana?
Kanana is 17 months old.
Is she in calf already?
Yes,
How far down?
2 days.
If well managed, it should be 2 months pregnant. By 15 months, your heifer should be served and conceived so that it should be giving you a calf by the time it's 24 months old.
So, Moses' cow Kanana should have been in calf for 2 months by now, not 2 days. We want to know, how can Kanana get in calf earlier next time?
One, you should target a daily growth for your heifer to be between 500 grams to 800 grams per day, so that your heifer can reach the breed service body weight. For your case, Moses, I see there's a crossbreed between a Harsher and a Fresian. It should be between 280 and 300 kilos by the time you are serving. When I say serving, it means your heifer should come on heat and be inseminated.
Okay.
By an AI for our case, and your heifer should be able to conceive. You should achieve that at 15 months of age, so that you can get a calf by the time your heifer is 24 months. You are trying to move from Harsher to Fresian, I see?
Yes.
If you are able to get a calf by your heifer when it's 24 months old, this will help you achieve that in a short period.
So, by getting his heifers to calving stage by 24 months, Moses will not only get his pedigree Fresian quicker, he will get more calves and extra milk. Now, I want to find out how Moses can do this. When you talk about good management of the cow, what is supposed to be done?
One, ensure that your heifer is disease-free, controlling disease. Number two, your heifer should be getting clean drinking water and libitum. That it should be there always. Number three, your heifer should be staying in a comfortable environment, proper shed and clean one.
But to get the heifer to her correct body weight, good feeding is also important.
Immediately after weaning your heifer, its body requires protein to grow. And that's why we recommend you use Kupakula Gold. Take 5 kg of Kupakula, mix with 50 kg of young stock pencil, and be giving your heifer at the rate of 1.5 kg per day. That will provide the required protein plus energy, so that your heifer can manage to get between 500 grams to 800 grams per day. Your heifer need minerals, and that's why we recommend you use Maclic Plus for your heifer. You can mix it with concentrate, that's young stock pencil, at the rate of 100 grams per day, or you can place it somewhere in a basin or in a trough, so that your heifer can lick at free will. And this one will ensure that your heifer grows faster, attains service weights, come on heat at the right time, and when it's served, it will be able to conceive.
That sounds great! But how does Moses make sure his heifer produces a good quality Fresian calf of the kind that Moses wants?
When your heifer comes on heat, you as a good farmer, you should be having a bull catalog. You can call your AI provider, go through the bulls available, see what you want to achieve as a farmer. You have your breeding objectives and what you want to improve from your cow.
So, depending on your requirements, using the CRV catalog from Coopers, you can breed cows that have high milk production, a strong body, resistance to diseases, and early coming on heat.
And we as Coopers, we have these bulls, CRV bulls from Holland. There are several bulls which can meet your breeding objectives.
Are you happy?
Thomas.
I felt like we went back to school.
Yes.
With the right management of your cows, and specifically good feeding, you're guaranteed of your cows being in calf on time, and above all, you get maximum production from your cows.
Well, that was great. Now that you have taken care of Kanana, we need to make sure that when our calf is born, that will be healthy too. Moses already has a calf, so let's get some advice on calf rearing. All too often, calves get diarrhea, which makes them lose weight and can be avoided. Wilfred is here to tell us how. First, we need to look at the housing, as a clean shed is a first priority to getting healthy cows. Now, tell us, from your observation, what do you think of the housing?
I think there is more we can do for the calf.
Yeah.
Remember, for the calf, we don't want the calf to be exposed to the environment. So the first thing I recommend is that we raise the flooring of the house, so that whatever comes from the calf actually falls to the ground and the calf does not sleep on the manure.
What about the roof?
The roof should be adequate enough to cover for the whole shed. There is no chance that the calf will have direct sunlight. There is no rain that is going to drop into the house.
Let's first start with feeding.
Yeah.
He's soon to expect another calf.
Yeah.
Where should he start from day one?
Feeding right for the calf, Moses, is making sure we feed enough colostrum.
So what is colostrum?
Colostrum is the first milk that comes from the cow. Yeah, the cow has been exposed to those challenges that you have at your farm, be it diseases. So your cow is actually already developed immunity. So we actually want to feed the calf with that first colostrum, that milk that comes from the cow during the first 3 days, to make sure that the immunity is actually passed from the mother to the calf.
So should the calf suck the colostrum from the mom?
No, we discourage farmers from allowing the calf to suck directly from the mouth, partly because the environment that the cow is already in might actually be dirty and the teats might be dirty. So that will contribute partly to the challenges that our farmers have with our calves, getting diseases early on. Mm-hmm. So we want to discourage that habit of allowing the calf to directly suckle from the mama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the farmer should milk it off the mom?
Yeah, we recommend that farmers actually going ahead, you go that extra step of making sure you milk the colostrum. And especially during the first 1 hour, you want to make sure within the first 1 hour of life of the calf, that the calf actually takes at least 4 liters of colostrum. Yeah? Then going forward every day for the next 3 days, you make sure that the calf at least consumes up to 6 liters per day of colostrum.
So, to recap, give the calf a clean house. Feed calves its mother's milk, the colostrum, giving at least 4 liters in the first hour, then 6 liters a day for 3 days. Usually, farmers then continue feeding milk from day 4 until weaning. But this is lost income for the farmer. I wonder if Unga has a solution for this.
Now, from day 4, that's where Unga has come up with a new product. It's called Spray 4. Spray 4 is actually a calf milk replacer. You actually mix it in water to give as milk starting from day 4 onwards up until weaning.
And I can see you've got the pack here.
Yes.
What is it made from?
The good thing with Spray 4 is actually made from what the calf will actually want to consume most, which is milk. Milk byproducts. It has some oil that is easy to consume for the calf, and that is actually converted to energy. And it actually helps the calf to grow quickly, so we can actually move your calf to a stage where we can actually get the kilos that are enough to serve the animal.
Uh-huh. So now, how does a farmer give the calf this product?
You actually give 2 liters 3 times a day.
How do you give it? Do you mix it with anything?
Yeah, we are going to mix Spray 4 in warm water, but we mix well, making sure the replacer is actually in very good solution in the water you actually give. That actually smells and even tastes like milk.
How do you know it tastes like milk?
Tony, as you realize the very moment you open this bag, you'll also want a taste of it.
I will try. I will try it. Now, for how long will the farmer use Spray 4?
Now, we are recommending farmers you continue to use Spray 4 from day 4 until weaning. That is at around 9 weeks. But also at the 3rd week, we are going to start introducing pelleted feed. And the calf early weaner pellets from Munga Farm Care is actually designed to help the calf be able to develop battery stomach, that is the rumen, that is the store for the animal. Ideally, we recommend you give 0.5 kilo a day. By the time we get to weaning, we want you to be able to feed your calf at least 1.5 kilos of calf early weaner pellets. Mm-hmm. But also during this time, we also want the calf to start, consuming what is normally consumed at the farm. And we recommend that we start using straw. Straw, why? Because straw helps to expand the stomach. Uh-huh. Those are some of the biggest challenges for our farmers, especially when it comes to feeding the calf.
Thank you so much, Wilfred. Now we are going to mix the Spray 4, and I hope I don't eat it. All right, let's do this. First, Karis is going to shape up the cowshed, raising the floor so the calf has a clean house, which means reducing the chance of disease. And a roof will keep off the sun and the rain. A happy calf grows into a highly productive cow, and that's what we want. Now, let's mix the Spray 4. Remember, 300 grams of Spray 4 in 2 liters of warm water. Feed the calf 2 liters 3 times a day. When feeding, the calf should have its head facing upwards. This way, the milk goes straight to the back of the stomach. If the milk goes into the calf's first stomach, then it can cause diarrhea. To ensure the calf faces upwards, use a teat bucket like this one, raised just above the calf's head. Okay, let's see what Moses thinks of his cowshed. I think he's pleased. We not only have a happy calf, we have a happy farmer.
Tony.
Great.
So, We've learnt about how to manage cows,
And how to feed the calves and control diarrhea.
but we also needed to speak to Martin, Moses' son.
That's right. So we've asked him to share with us a tip for young farmers.
I would like to encourage the young farmers watching this program to stop being idle, saying that there is no jobs. Job creation is very simple. Like you can plant even these 3 tomatoes because I realized that there is a lot of money there. I was able to get 250 kilos in a week. That is 25,000 per week.
Wow. Tony, what do you think of that?
Excellent tip. Agriculture has good money. And I hope our young farmers have taken the tip. Well, coming up after the break.
Potato farming is big business.
And how to buy a pickup.
Welcome back.
To Shamba Shape Up. We are in Meru and you are visiting Moses and Hellen Kibiti.
We've seen how to speed up bringing a cow to heat,
And how to make sure the calf grows strong and healthy.
but we also want to find out about farming potatoes.
And the value of buying a pickup through a farmers group. Well, without wasting any more time,
Let's get to work. Moses' potato crop is looking so good. He's an excellent potato farmer. I want to find out why. So I've invited Martin, an expert from Osho, to come over and share with us the secret of getting a great potato harvest. Moses, this is your potato farm.
Yes.
I am quite impressed. I don't know so much about potatoes, but I'm seeing green all over, and that means a good thing. Yes. Martin?
Moses has taken nice care of his farm. As you can see, his potatoes are very healthy.
Very. What have you been doing? Share your secret with us.
I prepare my farm and get the certified seeds. Then I use also chemicals.
Wow. You must have faced challenges here and there.
A lot.
Okay, tell us about those challenges.
My challenges in my garden is blight, bacteria wilt, rib miners.
The major pest posing a challenge to the farmer in potatoes is leaf miners. And leaf miners is a pest which the larva stage burrows through the leaves. It actually creates tunnels that you can visually see.
What does it do to the crop?
The leaves are not able to manufacture adequate food for the plant. Therefore, your crop goes down.
So Martin,
Yes.
what are the solutions?
The solution that we have from Osho Chemicals is called Vapcomic.
Vapcomic.
Vapcomic is a product that you mix with water and use a knapsack to spray on the leaves of potatoes.
To stop leaf miners, use Vapcomic. Mix 10 milliliters with 20 liters of water in a knapsack and spray the leaves.
You have to spray it when you see the pest infestation on the farm. So it is actually curative. Yes.
Let's talk about the diseases.
The main disease that poses a challenge in potato production is blights. There's early and late blight. Blights affect the leaves or the foliage of potatoes.
Okay.
And once they affect the leaves, you are able to see them.
So what solution do you have?
One is preventive, which the farmer sprays before the onset of the disease. And this is Oshothen Plus. These are products which Moses has used.
Prevent blight with Oshothen Plus. Mix 50 grams with 20 liters of water and apply as a preventative spray on the leaves. But what should Moses do if he already has blight?
Now it is time to use Mistress 72. And at times when the weather is very conducive for developing of this disease, that is the time when it's raining frequently or it's cold, you use Mistress 72 even if your crop has not been affected. And this is because the disease might be incubating, but you cannot see the symptoms on the foliage or on the leaves.
Mix 40 grams with 20 liters of water and spray when you see the disease on the leaves. If it is raining heavily, repeat every 2 weeks. Moses, I understand you've got another piece of Shamba that you had planted potatoes and they're already ready for harvesting.
Yes.
I want to see whether whatever he's been practicing has yielded fruit.
Yes.
Is that okay?
That is good.
Can we go and see it?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Moses' potatoes in the field next door were planted 3 months earlier and are now being harvested. And there seems to be a huge crop. And they're looking so good. I wonder what other tips we can find out to uncover the secret of Moses' success.
Moses,
Yes, Carol.
I am quite impressed.
Yes.
Martin, look at the potatoes. Clean,
Yes.
they are big.
Yes.
How many bags did you harvest?
From a quarter of an acre. 30 bags.
30 bags.
30 bags. Come here.
What was done to these potatoes to make them look this big?
During sowing of the seed, you have to treat it to make sure that it sprouts well or it gives enough shoot.
Okay.
And what he has used is a oshozyme liquid. You mix oshozyme liquid with water and then you dip your seed inside that water for around 20 minutes. And then you dry it off in a shade and then you sow the seed.
Wow, quite informative. Moses, very good work.
Our final expert today is Martin from Simbacop. He is showing Moses' Farmers Group the new Mitsubishi L200 pickup. The group is thinking about buying a pickup between them and sharing it to help them transport their goods to the market. If they have a vehicle, then they are no longer limited to selling to the local market. They can take their crops to the market that pays the highest price. What exactly is the make of this vehicle?
So this is the Mitsubishi L200 pickup. It's a single cabin and it's a 1-ton pickup. It comes from Simbacop Motors.
Is it new in the market?
It's a brand new model.
Now, starting by you, how do you transport your goods to the market?
Of course, we carry with our bags.
With your bags?
Yeah.
How many kilos?
50 kg.
50?
Yeah.
Do you look that strong? Does he look that strong?
We always carry with our bags.
All of you?
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how can we help our farmers?
So you're able to carry 50 kg. With this, you're able to carry 1 ton.
Wow.
So instead of one farmer carrying the 50 kg, you can all pull together and carry much more load to the market. And it translates directly to the coin in your pocket.
More money in the market.
More money, yes.
Can you buy this vehicle for our group to be taking produce to the market?
Yes, there are different avenues of how you can purchase the vehicle. You can either go through financial institutions, the banks. We're in partnership with most major banks in the country. Or you can use your SACCO. And we can work together with the SACCO to make sure that the farmers can easily transport their produce from the farm to the market.
Aha, okay. Did anyone of you enter the front seat? Was it comfortable?
Yeah, so with the Mitsubishi, the new L200 model, what we're trying to do is be able to bring the utility of the truck, being able to do your work, right? Still rugged, but in the cabin, it's comfortable, plenty of leg room, so that you can comfortably take your goods from the farm to the market.
And good music.
Good music, of course.
That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now, how durable is it?
Mitsubishi has always been known for its durability. And with this one, the L200, there's no exception. It can give you service to service without any major maintenance, 4 or 5 years.
Wow.
Clean.
Martin, what about the spare parts? Are they available? Are they expensive?
With the spare parts, for Mitsubishi, you get genuine spare parts at a very fair price, and they're available all across the country.
How about the warranty?
The warranty is a whopping 3 years or 100,000 kilometers, whichever falls first.
Yeah.
So, Moses, as a chairman of the group, what do you think of the L200?
I think it's very smart.
Aha!
Fantastic.
Wonderful. Now, I'm sure you're going to organize yourself and get hold of this one. Are you?
Oh, yes.
You can guarantee me that.
Yes, sir.
And I'll give you a warranty that I'll come back
Very
to
soon.
see it happen. All right? So, you don't have to be a wealthy farmer to afford a pickup. Simbacop can sell to a farmers group or SACCO, sharing the cost and sharing the truck. And when no member is using the truck, you can even make more money by hiring it out. Wow, wow, wow. What a shape-up, Carol. What do you think?
What a day.
I think the Shamba Safer program is a very nice program, and I like it too much.
So, Moses, when we come next time, are we going to see a change?
You'll meet us with a lot of change in our farm and a lot of improvement in our home.
Shamba shape-up is very good.
Yes.
I learn a lot. I learn how to plant our potatoes,
Yes.
how to feed our calves.
Ah, wow, that is very
Yeah.
nice.
Wonderful. Martin.
And I must say that even though we didn't get to work with you, you've taught us a lot. Yeah, you've showed the youth on way forward and the way to improve on our finances. That is very good. Thank you very
And
much.
I can say personally that is the future of farming. Well, Carol, our work here is done, and we'll see you in the next Shamba. Coopers are proud to partner with Shamba Shape-Up. For over 100 years, Coopers have supported farmers with quality products for healthy livestock and increased production. Use CRV semen to improve your herd for greater returns. No one does it like them. They are legendary.
Thank you.